Hey, what's going on, everybody? Y'all know who this is without introduction, but I'm going to tell you anyway because we got a bunch of new viewers checking out what we do. My name is DJ Rick, and I am the founder of National Sex Day. It's the biggest online adult holiday we have right now on the planet. We own Sex Day, Swingers Day, Anal Sex Day, Oral Sex Day, Strippers Day, and we're working on a few more to put out there for everybody. In a nutshell, we focus on the sex positivity. We are talking with some counselors and some sex coaches about enhancing some of your bedroom practices because, hey, a healthy sex life leads to a healthy life. We always reach out to our entertainers, our influencers, people in the LGBTQ community, people who are monogamous, anything that has a spectrum and what it involves and entails in the world of sex. We talk about it on an adult level and in a positive light. So, with that being said, we thank everybody who's been a part of what we have been doing for the last 2.5 years. And we have been invited to several places, including Exotica. And we're going to Southern Pleasures in December 2025. And yes, yours truly, DJ Rick, has been nominated, and I've been a finalist on ASN Magazine, Lifestyle Magazine. Hopefully, we win the award, but to be in the top 8 in the nation is really cool. So, with hard work and determination, we're getting there. And one day we're going to have the biggest goal of ours achieved, and that is to have a Sex Day Expo as big as Exotica or something equivalent on the planet where everybody's invited and they're going to share their experiences and share the positivity and have a big ass party afterwards. Speaking of party, I got a party queen with me, you guys. She is from the Metroplex. I don't have to travel too far to come see her or interview her, but I can tell you this. She is going to be a nationwide person to deal with because we're putting her platform out there, and you guys are part of the captive audience today. What's your name, sweetheart, and what do you do?
My name is Gianna Woods, and I am a busty model.
Y'all see that? Busty model, right? I thought I had chi-chis, man. Check out what we've got. Mm.
Oh, I think I probably have definitely the biggest ones in Dallas, maybe biggest ones in Texas. Don't know, but
Things are bigger and better in Texas. So, you
absolutely.
now before we get really into it, I've got to ask you this because I know of some women who have, the big,
Mhm.
everything there is to talk about there. But let me ask you, when you are boarding a plane going through TSA, what's their reaction? Because they got to search people.
It's usually pretty interesting. It actually it depends whether I'm approaching a male TSA officer or a female TSA officer. And it's actually usually the females are more forward and they're kind of like, wow, are those real? Where did you get those? Oh my God, those are huge.
Hmm.
And it seems like the males are kind of like, okay, get her through. Just don't touch her. Just
Man, that's lawsuit written all over the girl. It's like, you no, well, she's good. Let her
yeah.
go.
Well, it was funny when I was on my way back from my last surgery in Florida, and of course I flew there, and had to come back through TSA, and I was probably what, maybe a week or so after surgery, and
Okay.
so I'm going through, and I actually was getting screened by a female TSA officer, so she was like, okay, hands up, go through, all that kind of stuff, and she's like, oh my God, those are beautiful. I'm like, well, thank you. They're brand new. And she's like, well, when was your surgery? And I was like, about a week ago. And she's like, you should have said something. We would have made you go, through the screening. We could have, put you in a different line, or, something. I'm like,
Hmm.
yeah, it's okay. She's like, those are awesome.
Here's the number of my doctor, okay? You want your girl
Yeah,
done?
exactly. Hey, I am walking advertisement, for the surgeons that I've gone to. So
Oh,
there you go.
absolutely. That's right. Here's the before and here's the after. Y'all check this out, I mean, you are the walking billboard and a pretty one at that. So yes,
Oh,
there
thank
you
you.
go. Now, I will say this also. There's another person I ran into at Exotica. It's kind of close to your size, give or take a few. But they said, hey, people like sitting next to me on the plane because we go down in water, I can float. I was like, wow, that's that's pretty heavy.
I know. I float quite well on my spa and my swimming pool in the backyard. So I was
Hmm.
actually teasing my husband the other day because he was like, wanting to plan a vacation. He's like, oh, we could go scuba diving. And I'm kind of like, honey, I don't think I can go scuba diving. I don't think I'd be able to stay under the water.
I don't believe the water and the currency. It's going to take you away. So, you might have to get the weighted shoes or like, some divers have to keep them down, but I don't know.
Yes, exactly.
Oh man, I tell you, it's girl problems. I'm not talking girl, bro. We're talking girl problems, people. Okay.
I know, I know.
It's great, man. Had to get that out the way. So it is what it is. Now, we want to know, like, how'd you get into the business? That's my first question I ask most people. Some people just wake up and do it. Some have a friend that refers them to do it. Some watch the movie online and say, hey, this may be for me. Whatever the situation, how'd you get into the business? I mean, what was your approach?
Um, I've been part of the swinger lifestyle for quite a number of years, and so
Okay.
kind of got out, met people. I was actually in the lifestyle before I met my current husband, and we had kind of seen each other at parties, like,
Sure.
hey, and then we were with other people at the time. So when we met and got together, it was kind of like a natural thing for us to go out and do. It's like we just don't go
Hmm.
out to dinner with friends. No, we go out to a club or,
Hmm.
do something a little bit more risque than most couples. So started there, got on different websites, and when the whole OnlyFans thing started getting really popular,
Oh,
everybody's like,
sure.
well, you can do that. I'm like, true. I'm already doing a lot of activities that probably I could turn into something profitable. So,
Make some money
so,
at
so
it.
that's kind of how I fell into it.
Okay. So you got the OnlyFans and maybe similar
Hmm.
platforms, and a lot of people are
Yeah.
doing that. Some are very successful, some are in between. But have you worked for like any porn companies, or do you do porn?
I just started out kind of doing stuff what I could film on my own. And so
Okay.
recently I've decided that I want to expand the activities that I'm going to film and put out as content. So I've reached out to, girlfriends, I've known forever, done a
Yeah.
few little girl things, and those went over pretty well. And so now the fans are asking for a little bit more.
Hmm.
So when I've gone to Exotica in Chicago and Miami and Jersey,
Okay.
met a lot of people, made contacts,
Hmm.
started
Nice.
talking with different companies, reached out to them. So I've actually got a couple of companies that do want to film something
Nice.
for me. So it's just
Hmm.
a matter of, finding the time, getting the schedules to line up, all that kind of thing. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of dipping my toes into the water and seeing how things are going to go.
Oh yeah. I went to my first time was Exotica Miami last year, and
Okay.
I went to the Chicago this year with Sex
Mm-hmm.
Worker PR and their people. We had a great time, and I interviewed people as much as I could on the daily. It was so many entertainers there, but I told them I'm still partial to the ones in the DFW area. I mean, this is where I'm from, so if I see you there, we can also do something there and put you out there. But you went to the right place. If you're going to be in this business people, you got to go to places like that and to be seen, like you're saying, to
Oh
be
yeah.
visual. Are you going to have a booth there, or are you just kind of going with someone else?
I don't know if I'm going to have a booth. I'm planning to go to the next one in New Jersey that's
Same
coming
here.
up in a few months.
Yep.
And right now, I don't have a booth to be at, but I'm sure I could probably talk to people I know and find somewhere where I can at least work a shift. I mean, in Chicago, I hung out at the sex work PR booth, and so it was nice to be able to post something and say, "Hey, fans, if you're looking for me, I'm going to be at booth number, yada yada, come
Hmm.
find me." And as you know, they had a booth right up there at the front. It was like right there on the corner.
You
So
didn't see me there?
you were there, you were interviewing other people, but I don't think I was ever at a time when when you had a free slot. But yeah, I was there, and I actually had one fan that flew in from LA to meet me when he found out that I was going to be at Exotica in
Oh wow.
Chicago. So yeah,
Yeah.
so I was like, oh, that was nice.
Yeah, people will do that because they know that they
Hmm.
will see you in person there. They have, they can buy their ticket, they can go get autographs and pictures. The chaos, as I call it, was good chaos because there was so many people there that we talked to and interviewed. And we're probably going to do the
Hmm.
same thing in New Jersey, but a little different because the sound
Nice.
was next to the stage. Well, we got what we got. It came out pretty good. It's not
Yeah.
better, but I know from another point of view, if we're a little bit further away from the main activity, there you go. But hey, I promise you come find me in October. We're going to do one.
I will come find you in Jersey. We're gonna have to do something live.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right there on the spot. Those places are so much fun. And also go to Seven Pleasures if you can make that one in Richardson. That is December of this year.
I am definitely planning to do that. I did an episode of my Spacast last night with Queen Bunny Bee, and she's going to be
Yes.
there. And so
I met
she's
the
reaching
Queen.
out, to trying to get some of her other friends to show up there. So yeah,
Yep.
probably the next place I will see you. I am planning to go to ASN in Orlando next month. So if you're going to be there,
hmm Right. I'm
I will
nominated
definitely
for
see you
Best
there.
DJ. I'm in the finals, and I hope you voted for
I
me.
know.
Did you
I
vote?
know. I know. I wasn't planning on going, and then I've decided that I probably am going to go because I know a lot of people that are nominated in a lot of the different categories.
Did
And
you
I
vote for
actually
me?
did a spa cast with Bridget Daniels, and I know she's nominated.
Yes, my friend. Yes. Yeah, we
Yes. And
had the
I thought,
pleasure.
okay, yeah, I'm gonna know people there. There's no reason, not to go. And then about a week or so ago, I was talking with Lorenzo, and he's like, hey, would you like to present one of the awards at ASN? I'm like, okay.
And the winner is, there
I
you
know. I mean, I got to practice my Vanna White poses. I get to go
go.
up there and present an award. So that should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it seems like from this area, you got Bridget Daniels, who's been nominated for not one but two
Mm-hmm.
awards. I've been nominated for
Mm-hmm.
Best DJ. Club Eden has been nominated here in the DFW for Best Club. And there might be another person in the state of Texas. But again, we're getting more adult people recognized in our state, not just the people on the coast. So it says that people are making their stuff and making money and being successful and being recognized by major platforms in Texas. So we're going to keep that vibe going.
Amen. We are.
Hmm. This is crazy. I mean, people, if you're in the business while you're watching this podcast, believe me, if you come and you talk to these people in person, it's going to up your game by 15-20%. The first one in Miami, I knew only two people, got recommended for two people that said, meet me at the door, we're going to talk. And that involved into over
Hmm.
2,000 contacts. It's crazy how we
Wow.
network.
That's excellent.
We network people. We
Yeah,
network.
I've only been to the Miami one once, and it was 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. It was fun.
Yeah.
But it was like it was distracting because it was in Miami and there were so many other things going on outside of the convention center. So yeah.
Yeah, this is true. This is true. Let me ask you this. Since you did mention the swingers thing, and we own National Swingers Day, Swingers Day is July 20th. We put that in the heart of the summer because people have to worry about kids or work. People have more time to travel and do what they do. And we celebrated the official one at Club Eden here in Fort Worth. Have you had any issues with people, individuals, when you go to swingers clubs?
Um, Not really. I mean, I can be pretty blunt and direct if I think somebody is getting out of line or, a little bit too much unwanted attention. I have no problem saying, no. But usually it's like I walk in and it's like, it's like this the vibe just changes and everybody's kind of like, hey.
Yep. I tell you, all the heads are going to turn like, whoa, check out what's coming through the door, and they're going to just do what they do. And that's with most people. I mean, people will see who's coming and do what they do. We pass out
Hmm.
condoms at LGBTQ places. We pass them out at strip clubs. We pass them out, believe it or not, in some college facilities because they've asked us to help,
Hmm.
students do
Oh,
what they
good.
do and be safe about it. And of course, Club Eden's one of my sponsors, so it's one of the biggest swingers clubs in Texas. And we go there and we do some things with them with the stuff that we get, literature, testing, all that good stuff. But here's the thing. Someone tried to say that,
Mhm.
quote, DJ Rick is an ass. Said nobody's
Hey,
important, but I
oh,
can't please
haters
everybody.
are gonna hate. I have plenty of rude comments that come through a lot of my social media, and most of the time I'll laugh them off. But
Hmm.
occasionally one will be bad enough that it'll just really get me, a little angry, and I'll have to, reply back.
Hmm. Tell them what's on
I
your
try to
mind.
be nice, but sometimes it's like, no.
Ain't letting that one go. Exactly. Exactly. So, the people who know me and verified me, owners all the way through the employees, security
Yeah,
people, and most of the patrons, if not almost all of them, because they know that I'm doing what I'm doing and I kind of do it for them and we do it for the health, whatever it is. Not necessarily just because people say, oh my God, we're swingers, whatnot. I'm not classified as a swinger, but the thing is, I know people do what they do, and that's fine. Do what you do, you
yeah,
be yourself. However,
exactly.
you want to discredit
Exactly.
somebody, said this dried up prune uh, that has no validity when they got shot down. That everybody's like, "Oh, Rick's a great guy. Don't worry about him." Yeah, she wasn't too happy about that. So you take the bad seed out. Everybody else had a good time celebrating Swingers Day, but next year, when it comes around, we'd like for you to be a part of that and be part of our VIP package if you want something like that to do.
That would be excellent. I would love to.
Hmm. So hey, we go to the top, and people, she's the top. Look at her. She's gorgeous. She's great. What's your OnlyFans link? People want to know what you do and where they can see you.
They can find me on OnlyFans as the Gianna Woods.
Hmm.
And then pretty much on any social media, if you Google my name, Gianna Woods, it will take you to all of my multiple platforms that I have out there. So X,
Hmm.
Instagram. I also have my own website. So if you go
Yeah.
to thegianalifestyle.com, I have a
Hmm.
blog section, I have a calendar, and I usually keep that calendar updated more frequently than I do in other places. So
Nice.
if you want to know where I'm going to be nationwide, any appearances I'm going to be doing, you
Hmm.
can check out the calendar section. And there's also links to all of my other pages. I have a
Nice.
fan gear page, stuff that I can sell. So yeah, you can find me real easily if you know my name.
Hmm. Yeah, you're not hard to miss now. Come on now.
Let's
You're
see.
you're definitely one of a kind. Do you work with or have you worked with people in the area? Because again, there's a lot of travel when people film in New Jersey or New York and LA and Vegas, Miami. I mean, people, the flights and it's expensive. The book, do all
Oh
that, the
yeah.
TTS testing and all that. But if you're here, you have X amount of access to people here. So do you film with the people in the adult industry in our area?
I am starting to. There are a couple of friends that I have that live up in Oklahoma, but they come down to DFW because there's so many people here, and so they schedule trips, like about once a month or
Sure.
so. So we all try to get together when they're here. So I'm
Okay.
just starting to reach out and making contacts. So if you have any recommendations for good people here in the area, then definitely let me know so I can
Oh yeah.
start making plans, putting them on my schedule.
Definitely. When I started interviewing and podcasting and doing the holiday in 2020, that's the first people I reached out to. I didn't know anybody else in the industry or where to go. I kind of took a stab at it and said, "We got
Hmm.
this. This is what we plan on doing. This is how we're going to celebrate." I just took a stab at it. It was one person, the first one off the bat, actually, and she introduced me to some other people who introduced me to the conventions and everything else. And then they reached out to me and kind of got me going with the website and everything. But still, it goes back to the person saying, go to this place and just talk to these two. When I get there, everybody said, where have you been? We knew there was a holiday. We knew it existed. We knew somebody. I didn't put my
Yeah.
picture out there. I didn't think it was necessary. But when they saw me,
Mhm.
that's when it went. That's when they got the connection. And now we're really, really strong with what we do. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what I've been trying to do. So between the vanilla day job and then trying to do this and run this as kind of a side hustle, there's so much to do. It takes a lot of time.
Now, that's something I've got to ask before we run out of time. Vanilla job, cool. I'm not saying what it is. We don't need to know that.
Hmm.
But when you went from, I'm assuming you had this job from your before and your after, what was
Yeah.
their
Hmm.
response? Because, I mean, it's a vanilla world. It's a corporate world, whatever it is. And you probably said, I'm going out and you come back.
Yeah.
And what'd they say?
Well, my vanilla job is in the accounting field, so I'm an accountant. So a lot of the places I go, you can kind of imagine it's a little more less conservative, And so, I mean, me walking through the office, walking through Cube Land, it's almost like little gopher heads. Little heads start popping up over the top of the cubicles when I'm walking through the office, which I find really funny. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, luckily I've been working a lot of remote jobs from home lately, so I can just kind of
Okay.
do my own thing, and not have to worry about it. But yeah, it's actually really funny. I've known a couple of people that have known me forever, that I've worked with at different companies
Sure.
off and on. So they've probably seen more of the transformation than a lot of people, and they're like,
Hmm.
my word, are you ever going to stop? They just keep growing and going. I'm like, I don't know. I like them.
They're mine. I just find it I find it funny when in the corporate world or the vanilla world, any way you want to slice it, your daily 9 to 5,
Hmm.
we get up and we do to make the money. Cool, we get that. But people have altered their appearance, whether it be the hair color or style or a tattoo, whatever. And then, for instance, they know you to get to know you, but they send you somewhere and say, hey, go to San Antonio and rep our company with whatever. Them not knowing you, and you walk in with those. I mean, that's the thing. The eyes are up
Yeah.
here, people. But you're in business. You're not trying to, but you can't help but do that. Has that ever happened?
Yeah, yeah. I always tease everybody that my boobs enter the room before the rest of me do, because it's like there's like a 2 second delay, it takes a while, They have
Oh
their
yeah.
own zip code. I mean, they are their own thing. Who was I interviewing with? I was interviewing with somebody at one point. I'm like, well, I guess, I can be a they because, I have the girls and me, so we kind of come as a big package. So
Oh yeah. Yeah. When I was a liquor rep for a company, right before the COVID hit, that
yeah.
we were at a club that had live entertainment, and this well-known country star was there. I can't think of his name. I just heard he was well-known. I had a meet and greet, and his manager said, "Why don't you take some liquor back there and talk to this guy?" I said, "Well, first of all, I'm a guy. He doesn't want to see me. He's a star. And he probably wants to see some of the girls I have here because they're promo girls." And I'm saying,
Hmm.
get the girl with the Huns and go back there and talk to this man, because most of them were guys shaking hands, taking pictures. And I said, by the way, take off your wedding ring. And she did. You know,
Hmm.
we have that. We're
Hmm.
men. We chase after, Yeah, he's shaking hands in probe. When you walk in, you got headlights. Trust me, every car stops. And he talked to her the longest. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Of course.
know how
Yeah,
to market. Know how to market.
exactly. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, to a certain degree, I think the girls market themselves, without me really having to say too much.
One day I've got to get you one of my shirts or my swag when we start making it. Say, hey, saxdays.org, and
Exactly,
you just wear it.
exactly.
You just wear
Big
it.
letters. I'm like widescreen format here.
Hmm. Head turners. Oh my God, what she got on and what she got underneath? Yep, you are getting noticed for a reason. So there you go.
Exactly.
Hard life to live.
I have had people reach out to me, like guys, just like, hey, can you convince my wife, girlfriend, significant other, whoever, to get big boobs? And I'm like, well, I can try. I mean, I don't know if I can convince them or not, but hey, I can tell them about going through the surgeries, the good, the bad, that type of thing. Whether I can be convincing, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not for everybody. And some
No.
people they're
Mm-mm.
naturally endowed, and some women are, double D and much, they don't have to go through processes and stuff, but there's a lot of consideration to think about that move, I mean, just daily stuff like you said, wearing different clothes or, when you're out in public kind of thing, and probably sleeping has changed for you, or you gotten used to it or found a way to sleep comfortably. That's got to be
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah. I've modified how I sleep. I have a lot of pillows that I kind of prop myself up on. Like a long body pillow. So yeah, I
Mhm.
definitely do not sleep on my stomach. That does not work out well.
No. Things we take for granted, like I can sleep in any position. She's like, well, I can't do that. Or, certain things you may
Mhm.
or may not be able to wear. You know, like I said, it takes,
Yeah,
you know.
going to the gym and trying to do certain exercises because I can't get my elbows in front of me. I mean, it's little things that you don't think about until you get ready. Or if I'm trying to carry something, sometimes the chest
Hmm.
gets in the way and I have to like carry it to the side, or
Now, I bet,
you learn to modify stuff.
I bet if you're in the store and something drops, you have no problem finding somebody to help pick it up for you.
Oh, I don't know. I think some people may intentionally drop stuff in front of me. Oh no, here, let me get this for you.
Hmm. Yep, they be plotting. They be plotting. They know we're guys. We try to get around it. Yeah, we do. And some girls too. I'm like, God,
Hmm.
look at her. Drop that in front of her and see what happens. And see, we do this. I mean, we're dogs, man. We guys, we get caught at the game, but you know that too, your advantage. Or you might stand in line
Hmm.
somewhere. Miss, come through, come on through, and everybody's kind of checking you out. You are the best walking billboard around. You know that.
I know. I know that's what I'm trying to tell companies out there. It's like, hey, if you want somebody that's going to grab attention,
Hmm.
then I can do it for you.
This is her. This is her. Well, we are at the conclusion of what we are doing today, and final question is, what size are they?
Right now, they are about a 36U. So I'm going to be running out of alphabet soon.
You.
I'm a tall girl. I'm 5'11", almost 6 feet tall. So yeah, it's a
Oh,
U. So I have a
long-legged.
lot of room to carry big girls.
Got the big girls, long-legged. That's what we do. I mean, yeah, you got it all. Yeah, she's not short, people. She is a tower, but she's towering right here. She's towering other places. And you know what? You can see this tower when she's on tour, going to the places that we're going to be going to, the Exotica Southern Pleasures, ASN Awards. And of course, she
Hmm.
just gave you where you can find her on her social platforms. So we want to thank everybody for watching what we do, being a part of our podcast. Remember, we can find us at sexdays.org. Also, we're on Instagram. Excuse me, not there yet because they don't like what we do so much. But we are on Blue Sky at nationalsexday.bluesky.net. We are also on Pet Life at National Sex Day. And of course, we're on X at sexdays.org. So find us, follow us, go to her platform, follow her, send her an email. Be nice, guys. Okay, be respectful. She's a Southern girl and she don't take no mess. All right, don't mess with Texas. Don't mess with our Southern women. But become one of her fans and the other people in the industry. You can support them by watching us and going to their platforms as well. We will see you guys next time. Thanks for being a part of this. We appreciate it.